Shalom. You live.
Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shemo Atham Bashim Yahshua to the sisters. This is Tuesday Brotherhood class. Clap it up. Let's clap it up for the Lord. Clap it up for the Brotherhood and Sisterhood. This is Isupk. Started off with 1 West 125th Street under Commando Jr. and Johanna. And since 1969, we've been teaching the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are the chosen people. They are God's chosen people according to the Bible. They are God's chosen people. I'm priest and officer of 50 out of Yonkers, New York, Paratazar. We're going to go in here with this brotherhood because, you know what I'm saying, since 1969, Isupk been here. We've been teaching our people, Hispanics, you know what I'm saying, so-called Negroes, so-called Native American Indians. They are the chosen people of this Bible. And they have to come back to the Most High God. They have to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments because, you know what I'm saying, we've been in captivity for over 600 years. You know what I'm saying, on this, you know what I'm saying, in this type of kingdom, you know what I'm saying, that we call America. You know what I mean? And this is what's going on. So we took on the traits. We took on the behavior of our oppressor, our slave master. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Anything that our slave master is doing, that we try to mimic it. We try to mimic it. We try to, some of us has been so destroyed that we try to become our slave master. And we took on the traits of our slave master. We took on the traits of our oppressor. We took on their philosophy. We took on the way that they think. We even took on their holidays. Didn't have nothing to do with us. Don't have anything to do with the slave. We took on their holidays. You know why? Because if we didn't celebrate those holidays, they would kill us. If we didn't take on their religion, they would kill us. That's what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? They opposed Christianity, the Catholic, you know what I'm saying? Christianity, Catholic Church, Muslim mosque, all that type of other filth. Any type of religion, they forced it on us. They forced it on us. They forced it on Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's what they forced on us. By the sword, by the rape, by the murder. You know what I'm saying? By the robbing and stealing. Because they love to steal. They love to steal. That's their, you know what I'm saying? They love to steal and they love to conquer, you know what I'm saying, a beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? They love to destroy anything that's, you know what I'm saying, anything that's humble. You know what I'm saying? Anything that, you know what I'm saying, that's cool. That's what's going on. But this is just what they do. Because, you know what I'm saying, they're warlike people. This is what they are. They're warlike people. You know, but we're gonna go into the scripture. We're definitely gonna go into the scripture because Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, Isupk since 1969 been going on these streets and try to teach us about that we have to be taught again. You know what I mean? We have to come back to our nationality because our nationality have been ripped from us. Our nationality have been raped from us. Our nationality been stole from us by this oppressor. And to this day, we still following behind this oppressor. You know what I'm saying? We still following based on the history of this country. Why are we following behind these people? Because we are destroyed. We are destroyed. You know what I'm saying? They've been lying to us. And then according to the Bible, if we just crack open and read this Bible and be taught again, because we've been taught this, they done taught us the Bible according to the rapists. They've been, you know what I'm saying? They taught us the Bible. It was a rapist, a murderer, a stealer who taught us the Bible, who told us about God. How is that possible? They're teaching us about God, but then again, they're raping us at the same time. They're teaching us about, you know what I'm saying, about the Most High God, but then again, they murder us at the same time. At the same time. And we're going to follow behind this. The Christians, the Catholics, you know what I mean? All those filthiness, all those different type of category of religion. They're going to teach us? They're going to teach us, huh? The murderer going to teach you. about, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How to follow God. That's incredible right there. And we took on their traits. We don't know how to, now we don't know how to do anything for ourselves. We ain't have time enough to heal. You know what I'm saying? We ain't have time enough to get over the trauma what our slave master, what our oppressor did to us. We didn't get a safe place. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? We didn't get a safe place so we could get over this trauma. So we can learn how to be a brother, how to be a sister, how to be a father, how to be a mother, how to be kind to one another. We have not get over that trauma to learn to teach ourselves according to the Bible. We never healed from this. Now we following everything that the slave master is doing. Homosexuality, pedophilia, robbing and stealing. I got to get mine. Selfishness, individuality. This is where we learn it. How to rob, how to cheat, how to sell drugs to one another, how to destroy one another. We learning this stuff from our slave master. We still wearing our slave master's name to this day. To this day. But yeah, let's get to the scriptures. Let's get to the scriptures. Salakia, sir, can you give me Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha? In the Apocrypha, Salakia, sir.
Yeah, Khan.
All right, in the Apocrypha.
What verse?
Here we go. Chapter 6, verse 13. Chapter 6, verse 13. Because we didn't have this brute. You know what I'm saying? This brute, this oppressor, based on the history of this country, we didn't have no time enough to heal. We didn't have no time enough to get away. And every time when we try to get away from this brute, he just come right to us and destroy us again. He just destroys us again. But right now, we're going to go into Ecclesiasticus. And in the Apocrypha, chapter 6, verse 13. Can you read that, Bob?
Ecclesiasticus 6 and 13. Separate thyself from thine enemies, and take heed of thy friends.
All right. So I'm gonna break it down line by line. Can you start that from the top, Baba Shaw?
Separate thyself.
Do what?
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
Wait. Read that slow, please.
Separate thyself.
Wait. Separate thyself. Blacks needs to do what?
Separate thyself.
Hispanics need to do what?
Separate thyself.
Native American Indians need to do what?
Separate thyself.
Go on.
From thine enemies.
From what?
Thine enemies.
Our friends.
Thine enemies.
Our basketball teammates.
Thine enemies.
My picnic partners.
Thine enemies.
You know what I'm saying? My neighbors.
Thine enemies.
Read on.
And take heed.
And take what?
Heed.
Take what?
Heed.
Take heed. Go on.
Of thy friends.
Of who?
Friends.
Of who?
Friends.
Blacks, Hispanic, American Indians are what?
Friends.
We are friends. We have to separate from, you know what I'm saying, from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. Because you think this oppressor is a friend. You think this oppressor is a friend. According to this Bible, no, he's not. According to the Bible, no, he's not. How he is, you know what I'm saying? When did blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians separate from the enemies? We got our Native American Indians on reservations right now. They so-called separated. But guess what? Our oppressors still oppressing them. Huh? Our oppressors still oppressing them. You go to this, you know what I'm saying? You go to this reservation, you know what I'm saying? We alcoholics, we drunk because we have been beat down. We're looking for avenues to escape, you know what I'm saying? The mental, you know what I'm saying? This mental crushing. This mental crushing. We ain't separate, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about separate physical, I'm talking about separate spiritual. Separate spiritual. Because, you know, based on the history of this country, based on, you know what I'm saying, our oppressor, his mind state, a man can say that he's more woman than than his mother who gave birth to him. This is their philosophy. Let me say it again. In this kingdom, a grown man can say that he's a woman, more woman than his mother who gave birth to him. And you want to follow behind these people? Yes, sir, Salaki.
They'll call him the bravest woman.
Call him the what?
The bravest woman.
Wait, say that, sir. Call a grown man. What does society call him?
The bravest woman.
Wait. Let me get this right. This is a grown man in this society. Right. He decided, you know what I'm saying? He did not decided, he got sick. And you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to call it. He got, you know what I'm saying? He got traumatized. Something in his life happened to him. And he decided, he said, hey, I'm a woman. And what does this society said to him? He's a what?
The bravest woman and woman of the year. The
bravest woman and the woman of the year. This is our oppressor. This is his psychology. This is his twisted mind state. Go on. Yes, sir.
I just personally like that. I don't know about you. Like my mother personally, her hands were permanently wrinkled from bleaching my clothes for school. And y'all called a man woman of the year. Like my mother's not alone. There are women right now giving their all for their families. And a grown man cuts off his rod and y'all call him the bravest woman and woman of the year.
Yes, sir. And that is so hard body one West. You know what I mean? Like hard body one West is what you're saying, because it's Salakia, sir.
John, you good.
You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying is so hard body one West, because this is how this oppressor his twisted mind state. You know what I'm saying? This is his philosophy. This is how he always was. You know what I'm saying? How he always was. And Ecclesiastes chapter 6 verse 13 said what?
Separate.
Wait. What the first word it says? Separate. It says separate. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians need to separate from what?
Thyself from thine enemies.
Separate thyself. We have to separate ourselves from our enemies. Read on.
And take heed.
And take what?
Heed.
Go on.
Of thy friends.
And take heed to who?
Thy friends.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are what?
Friends.
Blacks are friends with who? Blacks and Native American Indians are what?
Friends.
We are friends. When did, you know what I'm saying? Based on the history, you know what I'm saying? Based on the history of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, what did we do to each other? Anybody in the chat? Anybody can answer it? What did Blacks did to Native American Indians? What did Native American Indians did to so-called Hispanics? And what the so-called Hispanics did to so-called Blacks? You know what I mean? I just want to know, based on what is our oppressor? What is our oppressor? The man who conquered this land over here. Compared to them, what did we did to each other? That's what I want to know. Huh? If we did do something, is it worse than what this oppressor did to us? Huh? Because most likely we could iron out those differences. Yes, sir.
We bought each other out of slavery.
We did what?
Bought each other out of slavery.
That's what Blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians did. That's what they did. Then you have people, you know what I'm saying? Indians was buying slaves.
That's the law.
Buying slaves.
Yeah, that's the law.
And whipping them and beat them and put them to work.
I literally had to argue with this to niggas in Clubhouse who tried to do that. And the first, these idiots tried to say, oh, don't blame the white man for it. But who did the natives buy the slaves from? The so-called white man. And here's the thing I didn't mention, but you should understand, like I said, That's the law. The law specifically states you see your brother in slavery, you are commanded to buy his freedom.
Oh, look at that. That's the law according to the Bible. According to the Bible. And guess what? That's the law. But guess what? We don't know that. We don't know that. That's the law. That's the law according to the book. That's our law. That's our constitution. Since 1969, that's what Isupk been teaching. But they use that as a neg, you know what I'm saying, as a negative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Plenty of blacks was buying their wife out of slavery.
Right.
That mean that, you know what I'm saying? They was buying their kids out of slavery.
Right.
Are they slave masters? Are they slave masters now?
Here's a better question. Y'all want to talk about the Indians that bought black people, but y'all don't talk about the black people that bought black people.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, Salaki, if I may, you're talking about love. I want my wife, I want my children to be out of slavery. I'm talking about some coon who got money, got his own freedom somehow, and said, I'm going to buy my own people and work them like a white man works. Basically, like Django was acting like he was in the movie. That cat. They don't like to talk about the fact that a black slaver exists, but they want to talk about Native Americans.
Oh, it's a Salaki, sir, and that's what I was going. And what you're saying is so hard, body one West, because that's what I was talking about. Right. I'm like, we took on the traits, we took on the behavior, we took on the psychology of this beast. It happened back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they doing exactly the same thing. They following, you know what I'm saying? We are following suit. We are doing exactly the same thing that our ancestors doing right now. We following behind these people. You know what I'm saying? We follow behind these people. Why are we celebrating Christmas? Right. Why are we celebrating Labor's Day? Why are we celebrating the 4th of July? Why are we celebrating Father's Day, Mother's Day? Why are we celebrating birthdays? Why are we doing this? Because we looked at our slave master and say, "Oh, that's what my slave master doing. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Oh, my slave master said you could cut off your rod and you could call yourself a woman, and you become a woman. That's what my slave. Let me follow my slave master." But Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha say, "Separate thyself from thy enemy." Remember, they are our enemy, and he to who?
Take heed of thy friend.
To thy friend. You really think our oppressor know what a friend is according to the Bible? You could drop that. Let me get John chapter 15 verse 13. John chapter 15 verse 13. Because this our enemy have called themselves now. They are a friend to the Negroes. They are a friend to the Hispanics. They are a friend to the Native American Indians. This is the language that they use. A friend, based on the history of this country, was you our friend? Huh? We was property. They branded us. Not only we was property, in 2022, we still wearing our slave masters' names. And if you want to change your name, guess what you got to do? You got to go to your slave master. You know what I mean? You got to go to your slave master. You can't just get up. You know what? Based on the history of this country, there's no reason for me to still wear this name. We know that we're saying in the hood, yo, don't call me by my government. We call it government name. That's what we say. That's what we say on the block. Yo, man, don't be calling out my government. Because we get away from that. Johnson, King, Easterlin, Martin, McBride. Huh? Where's those names? Hernandez? Rodriguez? Where's these names coming from? It's coming from your slave master. Because we've been destroyed. And we never separate ourselves from thy enemy and he to our friends. The one who was enslaved with us, the one who was getting beat down with us, that was our friend. You know what I mean? Our friend is not our slave master who said, "I'm going to whip you from Monday to Saturday, but you could take off on Sunday. I won't whip you on Sunday." And you know what we said? What a great friend. We don't get no whippings. We don't get no whippings on Sunday. He let us rest on Sundays. Because you've been getting your teeth kicked in from Monday to Saturday. That's where you've been getting your teeth kicked in, and that was a friend. That's what we call a friend now. Up until 2022, the same old people. But according to the Bible, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, this is a friend. This is a friend right here. Can you read that if you have it, sir? John chapter 15, verse 13. Come.
Greater love.
Say that. Oh, yeah. Read it slow, please.
Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend.
Wait. Matter of fact, start from the top of Baba Sharma and break it down.
Greater love.
Greater what?
Greater love.
Greater what?
Love.
Now, love. So a lot of people think they know what love is because love have different meanings in the society. Love can mean anything in the society because this society is based on confusion. That's what this society is based on. You know what I'm saying? And we learn the European way of love. We learn that from our oppressor. We learn love from our slave master. We learn love from a rapist. We learn love from, you know what I'm saying, from a murderer. We learn love from a pedophile. We learn love from a molester. That's where we learn love from, a molester. And the stealer. That's where we learn love from. We learn love from. Yeah, yes, sir.
We learn love from a kidnapper.
We learn love from a goddamn kidnapper. From a kidnapper. The water, Baba Shaw. The water I don't want. Yes, sir.
We learn love from a child molester.
We learn love from a damn child molester. Yes, sir.
And that's not what's called. The Catholic Church is an organization well known for child molestation. Your idea of God and God's love comes from an organization that is literally known for molesting children.
And that's the Catholic Church, am I right, sir?
Yes.
All right, the Catholic.
And all your Christians. Eddie Long was not a Catholic.
Come on. Any Christian, and check this. I don't know if you heard about with the Pope that went to Canada to apologize. To apologize, not, you know what I'm saying, not sending money to them, not sending resources to the, you know what I'm saying, our Native American Indian brothers. No, to say sorry that we raped you. People still alive, still traumatized to this day. Remember, this is when they in those boarding schools. You have people still alive, traumatized. They didn't get no, you know what I'm saying? They didn't get no therapy. You know what I'm saying? The so-called blacks didn't get no therapy after, you know what I'm saying, after that trauma after slavery. Wounded Knee didn't get no therapy. You know what I'm saying? The Hispanics didn't get no therapy. We got more raping. That's what happened. That's what happened. The brothers in the Caribbean, the brothers in South and North America, North America, more raping. Yes, sir.
They did not. They did not until about 1972. Before 1972, the entire time of America, all Native beliefs were illegal.
Or what?
Native beliefs. Their entire culture was literally illegal. The police, if they went out trying to do their culture, I guess outside of Indian territory, they'd be arrested.
They'd be arrested
and prosecuted.
Oh, they'd be arrested and that sound like sundown town. That sound like you ain't allowed on this other. You know what I'm saying? You ain't allowed on this side of the street. If you was on this side of the street, you'd be arrested. If you was coming in this neighborhood, you'd be arrested. That's old. If you're laughing loud, we put a barrel over your head. If you know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters on the corner chilling, talking, you know what I'm saying, talking, joking. They'd be arrested. This is the same thing. The Native American, you know what I'm saying, Native American Indians walk around their land and will be arrested.
Simply for doing a powwow.
Simply for just doing a powwow. Simply for having long hair. Simply for having long hair. Because they cut all the brothers, you know what I'm saying? They cut all the brothers' hair when they went into those schools. They cut their hair. You know what I mean? So now the Catholic Church did all the molestation. They still doing the molestation. Ain't nobody's going to jail. And the only thing they're saying, we sorry that we molest your kids. That's how disgusting. And that's how this oppressor thinks. And we want to follow behind this oppressor. Let's do what make me feel good. Let's do, you know what I'm saying? This oppressor is not putting me in a position so I got to better myself. This oppressor is not having me fight against you know what I'm saying? Fight against myself. This oppressor, you know what I'm saying? This oppressor make everything feel good. I could do what I want to do. And you know what I'm saying? I could do what I want to do. I could be who I want to be. This is the oppressor right here. Confusion. You know what I mean? My father could become my mother and become, you know what I'm saying? Become woman of the year. And I got to call my father my mother now. In this society. In this society. Oh, go ahead, sir.
What's so evil about it is like you'll be forced to do that. Like, meaning you have to call your father your mother, but like because you don't want him to feel some type of way. How about how you feel?
Right.
Like it's never like that's awkward for me to have to deal with it. And they always get these what's called weird people who you wouldn't ask these questions like them Kardashian cats. You had them. Of course, no normal woman is going to want to be able to call their husband a beautiful woman.
Oh, and you know what? You're right about that. But it's like you say, if I may, this society is based in this kingdom is based on confusion.
Right. But
now you're gonna get what, sir?
Nah. But what I'm trying to say is like, cause let's put it. Now they're all a family of weirdo. That's like, we'll say Edomites, but I think the mother is like something else. She's Yakan. Long story short, the reason I'm saying it for a sister, like you got some sister who have to be forced into this situation in this evil world, and will be forced basically to praise the most evil-ish, like your ex-husband left you to be you.
Right. Yes.
And then you have to applaud this, or else you're the evil one. But here's what you can't do. Here's what can't happen. He can't just leave you to have another woman. He's applauded if he wants to be you, but he's looked down upon if he just wants two of you.
This is how, and this is how twisted, and this is how damaged that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are following behind. This is how damaged we are. We are damaged. If we, you know what I mean? Because we so beat down, you know what I'm saying? We so mentally destroyed that we came, you know what I'm saying? That we came to this point that I would, you know what I'm saying? I will make my trauma. I would get used to my trauma. That's what happened, sir. I would get used to my trauma. And we made our trauma normal. We normalize our trauma. So anything what our oppressors say, we're just going to follow. We're just going to follow. And now they teaching it to your kids. You know why? Because our oppressor is so evil, because he wanna lower the age of consent. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers and sisters that, you know what I'm saying, that has been molested. You know what I'm saying? So-called, you know what I'm saying, so-called gay man, so-called gay woman. Right. Now they want to This is what they call turning people out. They get somebody who's young. They get somebody who's young. And they go right, you know what I'm saying? They going to try to turn them out. Start them off young. The sister that plays Snoop on the wire, she break this down. The sister who plays Snoop was molested. She tell you that, and she joke around with it because she don't know how to deal with that trauma. She don't know how to deal with that trauma. And there was other people, you know what I'm saying, that also had trauma in her family. They normalized this behavior. Where's that woman that molested Snoop, who played Snoop on the wire? Where's that woman at? Where's that man who celebrated that behavior? Where's that man? Why they not on trial? Why they not in jail, Snoop? That's trauma behavior. And they just chuckle on this interview. They chuckle. Nobody deserved to get molested. Nobody. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing because cause you got a lot of that, like Flavor Flav. People, and it happens a lot of time to men too, but people look at it as some type of badge of honor. But yeah, Flavor Flav, I think, and R. Kelly.
And R. Kelly, yeah.
Like, what's it called? I think he said it was his sister and his sister's friend. Same thing with R. Kelly, it was his sister. Now you got to protect your kids and properly guide them that this is wrong. You cannot do this.
And Bobby Brown just came out with it.
Huh?
Bobby Brown just came out with that too. He came out with that too. And this is what's going on in Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? In New Rochelle, in Mount Vernon, White Plains. This was going on over there. You know what I'm saying? In our neighborhoods. And nobody is speaking about it. You know why? Because we are destroyed. We are following behind this oppressor. We are thinking, you know what I'm saying? If I just turn a blind eye, it goes away. No, it don't goes away. Now we're doing, now we're doing this behavior. Now, now the people who teaches this type of act is calling themselves friends to us. Can you read that from the top before, to let the people know what is a friend is? Because we're supposed to separate spiritual from the society. And we're supposed to separate from our enemy. And he to our friend, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. And then we are God's chosen people. And we're being punished because we want to follow the Most High God. We want to follow behind this oppressor. But read that, Baba Shaw, if you have.
Greater love hath no man than this.
No greater love for no man than this. Read.
That a man lay down his life for his friend.
That a man would do what?
Lay down his life for his friend.
That a black, go on.
Man lay down his life for his friend.
That a Hispanic?
Man lay down his life for his friends.
That a Native American Indian would do what?
Man lay down his life for his friends.
That's what a friend is. According to the Bible, that's the definition of a friend. When did our oppressor lay down his life for you? When? Huh? Only time that, only time, they will war for you because is a benefit, is benefit. It's not just, it benefit them. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. And guess what happened? The literally, in slavery, the whip was literally on our backs and we still fought for this country. On both sides, you know that, right? On both sides. It was on both sides. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We still fought for this country when the whip was on our backs. That's how we've been destroyed. Read that from the top.
Greater love hath no man than this.
Go on.
That a man lay down his life for his friend.
That a man would do what?
Lay down his life for his friend.
That's a friend. That's a friend right there. A friend would lay down his life for you. And that's when we're supposed to separate from this oppressor, from our enemies, and we would start healing because we would go into the Bible. We would go into the Bible and we start reading this Bible and we'd be taught anew again because we don't know how to be a friend. Nobody, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we don't know how to be a friend. You know what I'm saying? We lay down our life for a drug dealer, a murderer. You know what I mean? That's what we lay down our life for. Oh, yeah, he's keeping it real. You know what I mean? We keeping it real for each other because we murder other Blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. That's what we call a friend. That's our definition of a friend. You know that. That's our definition. I know it. I'm on the block. I'm on Ravine. I'm at Whitney Young. I'm on Saratoga. That's what we do. And for what? Huh? We following our oppressor. Our oppressor taught how us could be a friend. Our oppressor. Our oppressor. Our oppressor taught us how to be a friend. The rapist taught us how to be a friend. But if you open up this Bible, a friend said, you're supposed to lay, you know what I'm saying? There's no other love better than this. There's no love better than this. That a friend will lay down his life for another friend. That's what's it right there. That's it right there. But we don't know how to be a friend. But guess what? If you come into the Isupk, if you go to isupk.com, and look for the number that's close to you, call that number, and we will teach you how to become a friend. Because we don't know how to become a friend according to this Bible. We don't know. We don't know because we've been destroyed. We've been destroyed. We don't know anything about brotherhood, sisterhood, fatherhood, motherhood. We don't know. We just looking at our oppressor. Oh, that's what you do. And we just follow through. Instead of open up this Bible. Instead of being taught again. Being retaught right. Getting your brain washed with all that filthiness. With all that 400, you know what I'm saying? About 4 or 5 and 600 years of buildup. Of buildup. Because our brains need to be washed. We need to be taught again because we don't know what to do. We don't. We're just walking around like zombies. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And we think that we have brotherhood. We think that we have sisterhood. But we never separated from our enemies. And we never took heed to, you know what I'm saying, our people. We never had time enough to heal. We never had time enough to heal. So it's a lot here, sir. Because Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are God's chosen people. I know it's hard for you to understand that because, you know what I'm saying, for centuries, our slave masters have been teaching us this. You know what I mean? Have been teaching us this to us. But we are God's chosen people. We are God's chosen. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are God's chosen people. That's who we are. I know you don't see it because our oppressor, you know what I'm saying, have been beating us down so long, but I know you don't see it. But we are in this Bible. This Bible is not written to everybody. It's just written to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's who it is. That's who it's written to. Salakia, sir. Let me go to a classic. Let me go to a classic scripture. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter. Let's say 14:2. And get Deuteronomy chapter 14:2. Well, because we think this Bible have been written to everybody. But it haven't been. Our slave master had lied to us. How many times is slave master gonna lie to us? How many times is slave master gonna lie to us? And we're gonna follow suit. We're gonna forget it. Oh, that happened back then. No, it didn't. It happened yesterday. Oh, that was back in the 60s. Oh, yo, that was yesterday. Oh, that was back in the 70s. Yo, that was yesterday. That was back in the 80s. People always say that. Hey, we in two. Oh, Salakia, so go ahead, sir.
No, you good.
Oh, because people still saying that they said it in the 90s. They said it in the 80s. They always say, oh, no, you know what I'm saying? It's not like that now. It's not like that now. You know what? They said that back in 96. But we still getting, you know what I'm saying? We still getting murdered. We still getting kidnapped. Our Native American brothers, sisters are being kidnapped. Ain't nobody saying anything about that. Kidnapped. kidnap, alarm, and rape. The three is so-called race. You know what I'm saying? The highest kidnapping is Native American Indians, Black, and Hispanics. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. But I'm here to tell you, we are God's chosen people. If we come back to the Lord's statutes and commandments and follow his Lord's statute commandment, we're being punished by our Most High God because we are being hard-headed. We want to follow other people. But according to Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, can you read that, Bob Shaw?
Okay. Deuteronomy 14 and 2.
Oh, yeah, 14 and 2. Salakia.
For
14
thou
and 2.
art in a peculiar people
Go on.
unto the Most High thy power, and the Most High have chosen thee to be a
Wait. The Most High God did what?
have chosen thee
Go on.
to be a peculiar people unto himself,
Unto himself.
above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Wait. Say that again. Say it slow.
Above all the nations that are upon the earth.
All right. Start from the top so I can break it down line by line. Because Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, this is Moses talking to his people. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is the Israelites who's in the wilderness, who separate thyself from thy enemies. That's what they did. They separate themselves from their enemies. They're coming out, you know what I'm saying? They're coming out of a place of trauma. And they in the wilderness, they by themselves, they consider themselves, and now they try to get over the trauma. They're giving over the trauma. And this was Moses talking to, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites, and nobody else is there. There's nobody else is there. There's nobody else is there. Slack. Let's get that scripture. Read that again, sir.
Read it again.
Come.
John.
Moses, don't forget, Moses is talking to the Israelites.
Right.
That came out of Egypt, came away from our enemy, and now they're taking heed to their friend. Read on. Read that, sir.
John. Ye are for thou art an holy people.
For thou art a what?
Holy people.
Blacks and Spanish and Native American Indians are what?
Holy people.
We are holy with his Kodash in the Hebrew. We are a separate people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are a separate people. Remember, Moses is only talking to the Israelites. There's nobody else is there. We don't.
Unto the Most High thy power.
Unto the who?
Most High thy power.
Of this Bible. The living God of this Bible. This is the Israelites. This is Moses talking to the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, who are God's chosen people, who are God's holy people, separate people. Go on.
And the Most High have chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself.
Unto who?
Unto himself.
We are a peculiar people. We are a peculiar. Can I get that? Can you open that definition? Peculiar. You know what I'm saying? What do peculiar mean? You know what I'm saying? We are a peculiar people unto himself. Let's see that word peculiar. Is it special? You think so? You think so, sis? Well, we about to get the definition. We're just gonna make sure. We ain't gonna be sure. We're gonna make sure. Peculiar.
Peculiar, stranger, odd, unusual, particular, or special.
Oh, you was right, sis. Particular, or you know what I'm saying? It's particular. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? These people are particular. You know what I'm saying? I'm going directly to them. They are a special people. Not only you're a separate people, you are a particular special people. Read on, read that scripture.
Hold up.
That's Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians who are the Israelites.
For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power, and the Most High hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations.
Wait. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians who are the Israelites, who are the 12 tribes of Israel of today, supposed to be what?
Above all people, all nations.
Wait. That's not in the Bible. The Bible is written to everybody. That cannot be in the Bible.
Above all the nations.
Above what?
All the nations.
Wait, hold on. Oh, this is Moses talking to the Israelites in the wilderness. They separate from the oppressor, and this is Moses talking to his people, so they could get their brain washed, all that filth. You know what I'm saying? All that disgusting time that they was in Egypt, and he's telling them they are a holy people. They are a special people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God had chosen thee. Read on.
Con.
Above all nations.
That are upon the earth.
But we're supposed to be above all nations that is upon the earth. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. If we show friendship, if we show brotherhood, if we separate thyself from our enemies and heed to our friends, we'll be above all nations upon the face of the earth. There's no 50-50. There's no equality. We're supposed to be above all people upon the face of the earth. That's what the Bible says. That's what the Bible says. You think it's by accident that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have been oppressed together? Huh? That got to, no. Just a coincidence, huh? It's always that. It have been always that. Remember, the slave trade didn't start with so-called blacks. It started with Native American Indians. They was the first one that was slaved out. They was sending slave boats from over here to Europe. That's what they was doing. That's what they was doing. And now about coincidence that that we enslaved, with the Native American Indians and the Hispanics over here. It's not by coincidence. It's not by coincidence that we still here. Even in spite of all that beatdown, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, God's chosen people. That's what we are. Mexicans are God's chosen people. That's it. So-called Native American Indians are God's chosen people. Period. Blacks are God's chosen people. Period. That's it. I know that you can't say it because the European is such a liar. Remember, they set themselves up as Jesus. That's what they're. The most revolution man, in world history, that's what they set themselves up as. But that's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be above all people upon the face of the earth. And then, Salaki, sir, can you drop that? Can you go to Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17? Because the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American England, we're not following behind this Bible. We are God's chosen people. And we have to learn brotherhood. We have to learn sisterhood. We have to learn fatherhood and motherhood and how the, how the, come together with our brothers. We don't know how because we're following behind this oppressor. We have trauma, have not been, resolved because we don't have nobody to go to. We don't have anybody to go to. So we decided, let me tough it out. We decided, let me drink. Let me take drugs. Let me go rob people. Let me just party. Let me just take on, Let me just change, change who I am. And think that's supposed to help you. No, it's not going to help you. This is what we do. This is what we're supposed to be doing, according to the, according to the law of the Bible for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Can you read that, Bob Shaw?
Okay. Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Right there. Now, I'm going to break it down line by line, but this is what blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are supposed to be doing. Read that from the top, sir.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Now, who's your brother? Because they think, you know what I'm saying, according to our oppressor, according to, you know what I'm saying, our slave master, according to, you know what I'm saying, the people who's over this kingdom right here, they think everybody, you know what I'm saying? They think everybody is their brother. This is the lie. No. This is blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. This right here in Leviticus, ain't nobody wasn't there with us. That was only the Israelites. That's only the 12 tribes of Israel. This is the Lord that the Most High God gave Moses to get to us. Period. And then they didn't give it to everybody. They didn't give it to the Egyptians. Did the Egyptians get the Leviticus law? I guess not. What about that? You know what I'm saying? The Hagarenes? Did any other nation got the Leviticus law? Any other nation? Anybody in the chat? Did any other nation got this? It said, "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart." And we follow behind our oppressor. Think everybody's our brother. You would forgive. You know what I'm saying? Our oppressor, but you won't forget. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rican Lou down the block. You won't, you know what I'm saying? You won't forgive light skin, you know what I'm saying, light skin tone, you know what I'm saying, up the block. Because what? He stepped on your sneakers? Oh, nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm from, you know what I'm saying, just because I'm from Lawrence and they from Slow Bombs, I automatically got beef with them. You can't forgive them because we don't know how to forgive. That's the problem. We know how to forgive our oppressor. We learn how to forgive our slave master. We learn how to forgive the rapist, the murderer, the people who branded their name on our backs. We forgive them. Oh, we you know what I'm saying? We become hair strokers. Slocky, sir. You know the hair stroker. Remember when that police officer woman that, you know what I'm saying, that ran up into the brother's crib? She thought it was hers. And remember doing that the court? Say, "Can I hug you? Can I just stroke your hair?" That's how destroyed we are. The murderer's hair. Can I stroke we became the hair strokers when it comes to our oppressor. This is how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? And our Native American brothers have put the chief feathers on the Pope. The Pope is head of the molestation. He's the head. The Catholic Church. The murderers, the molestation, the killers. And they just going to put the chief feathers on top of the Pope's head. You try to say they're not Israel? Huh? We did the same thing. We became hair strokers. But when it comes to our brother down the block, oh no, they don't give no forgiveness. They get all the hate. And then when they say don't hate thy brother in thy heart, we're talking about in your mind. Because our oppressor taught us how to hate. But since 1969, Isupk was teaching how to not hate your brother in thy heart. Read on, sir.
"Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor."
Yes or no? Any wise to rebuke thy neighbor. Who's the neighbor? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Those are the only neighbors we have. So when that brother's, you know what I'm saying? So when our brother come to you, you know what I'm saying? Or when that brother trespass against you, you hate him now. Yo, I hate you, man. You know what I mean? I hate you. You start developing this hate instead of going to that brother and resolving your differences. But guess what? Because we don't know how. We don't know how to resolve those differences. Now, Isupk is here in Yonkers. We're going to teach you how to resolve those differences. We're going to teach you not to hate your brother in your heart, holding on that grudge for like about, you know what I'm saying, 10 years. Holding on that grudge against your father for 10 years. Holding on that grudge against your mother for 10 years, against your sister for all this time, because you hate your brother, and it said, "Thou shalt not hate your brother in thy heart." That's also mean your sister. If that, you know what I mean? If that brother, you know what I'm saying, did something against you, you could resolve that. That's your now. What was the next line? In no wise rebuke.
In any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
So if you know what I'm saying, in no wise rebuke thy neighbor, that means that brother, if that brother trespassing, if he come to you and he's like, yo, you know what? I apologize. I apologize what I did to you. Now you're rebuking because you're rebuking me like hard criticism. But he's coming to you. And he's showing that, you know what I'm saying, and he's asking for forgiveness. Your brother's asking for forgiveness for the dirt that he did. And you're like, nah, man. No, that was wrong what you did, and all this, that, and all this stuff, and just, you know what I'm saying, and not hearing what the brother's saying. Nah, man, I ain't trying to hear that. That's how we get down. Brothers kind of try to come to you straight up and let you know, yo, man, you know what? I apologize for that. That joint was wrong. You know what I mean? Any way, and no, you just cut them off. You know what I'm saying? You rebuking them hard and not try to hear it. Scripture says, don't rebuke thy neighbor. Who's your neighbor? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Your brothers coming to you and try to piece it up. And you don't want to hear it because you follow, you know what I'm saying, the philosophy of your oppressor. We follow the philosophy of our oppressor. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Not coming to this Bible, not following the Lord's statute commandment. Because guess why? Because you don't know the Lord's statute commandment. Because your mother don't know. Your father don't know. You know, your Christian church saying laws is done away with. The Catholic Church say the laws are done away with. Once they say that, they're molesting you. The Muslim mosque said the law, you know what I'm saying? They don't follow no laws. They're a bunch of drug dealers. And they would, you know what I'm saying? They would sell drugs to their brother. All that filth. We never separated it from our enemy. We never take heed to our friend. We never had a safe place for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And when we did have the safe place, they came over and destroy us. They came over to stomp us out even more. So when they stomp us out even more, we still didn't have that therapy session. We still didn't have that stuff so we could heal from trauma that this oppressor been giving us. Now you see the results of the trauma. Now you see, you know what I'm saying, our Native American brothers put in chief feathers on the rapists. On the rapists. And the only thing that we get is, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I raped your mother. I'm sorry that I raped your father. And the father is still alive. The mother is still alive. The people are still alive from this trauma. But we will forgive them. But we're not going to forgive our brother who came to us and who's asking for forgiveness. Read on, sir.
John. And not suffer sin upon him.
And not suffer sin upon him. What is suffer sin upon the brother who's coming to you? Yo, man, I hope that dude dies. I hope that dude fall in the street and get hit by a car. Yo, this, you know what I'm saying? This sister did this to me, man. I hope something bad happens to her. I wish her downfall. I wish that brother's downfall. Something bad going to happen to that brother. I hope that happens. This is what we learned from our slave master. But guess who the only people who get forgive? Our slave master. We can't forgive our brothers. We can't forgive our neighbors. We can't forget our friends. You know why? Because we have not been taught. We have to be taught again. We have to be taught again. We have to be taught again. And the only way that you can get taught again is by following the law, statute, commandments, which could be taught by you from the men, the priests, and the prophets from the Isupk. So go to isupk.com, look for the numbers close to you, and get taught again. Get taught this, because how long are you going to hold this grudge? How long are you going to hold this grudge? And Salakia, sir, if I may, can you go to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha and go to chapter 30, verse 21, Baba Shah.
Salakia.
It's going to be, this is going to be my last scripture.
Oh, this is your last one. Okay.
Come. Because we have not been taught this. We just been like, you know what I'm saying? We just living. Ain't nobody taught us, you know what I'm saying, this Bible correctly.
You said Ecclesiasticus 30 and
21. Nobody been taught this. So we just go back, you know what I'm saying? We go back to our, you know what I'm saying, to where we live or whatever, and think about it and do it and then constantly think about, you know what I'm saying, the brother who's down the block. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? My man John from down the block. My man, you know what I'm saying? My man Black down the block. My man Lou down the block. We're thinking about him. We're thinking about all the trauma, my father, my mother. We're thinking about all this trauma. We're doing that. But coming to the Isupk, and we would deal with that trauma. We would wash that brain. We wash all that stuff up. We teach you how to fight. We teach you how to forgive your father, how to forgive your mother. She wasn't there during the crack ever. You know what I mean? She was on drugs. You still have that hatred for her. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You remember the trauma. You remember that. It's like yesterday. We remember that stuff. We remember all those, you know what I'm saying? All those getting jumped, get our money still. You know what I'm saying? Getting robbed. We remember all of that stuff. But when it comes to our slave master, we don't, you know what I'm saying? We forgive. Because we have time enough to heal. This is what we do. Can you read that, Barbershop?
give not over thy mind to heaviness.
Well, Salakia. So that's Ecclesiasticus.
Ecclesiasticus 30 and 21, Salakia.
Well,
give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel.
So let's read that. Let's read that from the top. Let's read that from the top, because this is what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans do. We do this all day, every day. This is what we do. We don't know how to deal with this trauma. We don't.
Give not over thy mind to heaviness.
So it said, give thy mind over to heaviness. So it say, give not over thy mind, your mind, to heaviness. What is the heaviness? The trauma. A trauma which you experienced when you was a kid. The trauma when you experienced when you was a teenager. The trauma that which you experienced when you know what I'm saying, when you was a young adult. The trauma. And we give, you know what I'm saying? We give ourselves over that trauma, over to that heaviness. This is what we do. And all the trauma, you know what I'm saying, dealing with our oppressor. All the trauma, you know what I'm saying, all the crack era, the heroin era. You know what I'm saying? The dope era, the weed, even the weed era. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes who smoke weed. We smoke weed from sun up to sundown because we traumatized. We got heaviness on us. You know, man, I'm smoking weed because, you know what I'm saying, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Thinking about all this stuff, and all this stuff happened to me, you know what I mean? And we don't know how to deal with this stuff. Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indian, because we follow by our oppressor. But Isupk going to teach you how to deal with it. I'm going to show you the brotherhood, how to become a friend, how to put our life on the line for our friend, how to separate ourselves spiritually from this society, and heed to our friend, to heed to a brother, and heed to a sister, heed to our father, heed to our mother, heed to our cousins. If we follow the Lord's statutes and commandments, because we are God's chosen people, we're being punished because we want to be hard-headed. So it says right here, give not over thy mind to heaviness, to the stress. Read on, sir.
And afflict not thyself in thine own counsel.
And afflict not thyself to our own, to thyself in thy own counsel. Where we counsel? Yo, hold on. I could deal with that. I could deal with that heaviness. I could deal with that trauma. I'm going to counsel myself. A person that molested, he going to, you know what I'm saying? He going to counsel himself. A woman that was molested, she going to counsel herself. This is what this society teach you. This is what happened to the blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. We started counseling ourselves. from all the heartache. Now I hate that. You know what I'm saying? Now I hate that nigga down the block. I hate those Spicks, those Redskins. Oh no, I love the man who stole the land. I love that man. You know what I'm saying? I love that man that been, you know what I'm saying, that been raping my great grandmother and my grandfather. Oh, I love that man. But I hate those blacks down the block. I hate the black, you know what I'm saying? The blacks who have the next door neighbors. This is what we do because we have been destroyed. Because we don't know brotherhood. We don't know sisterhood. We don't know fatherhood, mother. We don't know that. And this is what we have to do. And if you follow the law, statutes, and commandments, that's what it's all about. Loving our brothers and sisters, loving our nation. Consider ourselves. Heal together. Take heed to a friend. You know what I'm saying? Die for that friend because you and that friend is on one accord. We are the God's chosen people. We follow the law, statute, commandments. We don't hate each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't hate each other in thy heart. We don't rebuke each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't suffer no sin upon our neighbor at all because only neighbors that we have is blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Those are the only neighbors who are the chosen people of God. We are God's chosen people according to the Bible. We are the people of the Bible, period. That's who we are. But our slave master is going to say no. Everybody can be saved. And now we just sitting back, putting heaviness on our mind and trying to see, you know what I'm saying, try to get over these traumas. And we counseling, oh, no, I could get over it. Out of sight, out of mind. Let me turn a blind eye. But it's going to come up again. It's going to come up again. This is what we have to do. We can't hate no more. Blacks, Hispanic American, Native American Indians. We can't do that anymore. We can't hate each other anymore. We have to separate, you know what I'm saying, our spiritual out of this system and consider our own people. We are God's chosen. And we have laws, statutes, commandments that will help us that. But we need a teacher. And the men in the Isupk where we teach each other how to, you know what I'm saying, how to get over that trauma, how to go to your brother and piece it up with your brother. Piece it up. How to, you know what I'm saying, how to not, you know what I'm saying, not get, you know what I'm saying, all traumatized when that brother who trespassed against you saying, I'm sorry, and you don't want to hear it. You want to get a payback. You want to get some get back. And we teaching you, nah, can't do that. When will it stop? It will stop here this day. It will stop here this day. No more beef in the blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indian community. It's enough shooting. It's enough shooting. It's enough killing going on. Who's going to stop the beef? Who's going to stop the trauma? Who's going to say no more? We are God's chosen people. Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. And it's not his time to stand up, to say to the brothers who's in Chicago, Detroit, Yonkers, all over this country, to say it's time to stop killing each other and come to the, you know what I'm saying, and realize that we are God chosen people. And to say, it's enough. It's enough. I don't want to feel, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel no anxiety when I walk down, you know what I'm saying? When I walk down, you know what I'm saying? 64th Street, 65th Street. You think somebody going to put one in my head because some beef, some so-called beef? It's about that time. We've been doing it too long. We've been doing it too long. Now it's time to do something new. Now it's time to say no. Now it's time to stop this violence against each other. Now it's time to not become emotional. Now it's time to come to the Isupk. You know what I'm saying? Go to isupk.com. Stroll down, look for the number who's close to you. And when you're going through, you know what I'm saying? When you're going through, when you need counsel, it's time to put the gun down. It's time to, you know what I'm saying? It's time to realize the fight not to kill your brother. from not to kill your sister, from not to, hate your father, from not to hate your mother. It's about that time. It's time to come down and realize that you are God's chosen people, and you're not to do this anymore. No more. When is this hatred going to stop? It can stop today. It can stop today. It's like, I'm not going to hate my brother in my heart. I'm going to get some counsel to not hate my brother and not hate my sister. I'm going to show my brother brotherhood. I'm going to show my sister sisterhood. I'm not going to hate her anymore. I ain't going to shoot them anymore. I'm going to love my brother the way I love myself. I'm going to start loving myself. I'm going to follow the Lord's statute commandments. And somebody's going to teach me how to follow the Lord's statute commandments. And I'm going to fight this demon. I'm not going to, I'm not going to afflict myself into my own counsel anymore. I'm going to listen to somebody else because I've been doing this way too long. And somebody's going to show me how to become a brother. And you can find out in the Isupk. Go to isupk.com. and scroll down and look for the numbers close to you so we could teach you about brotherhood and sisterhood. So you don't have to hold that grudge no more. You don't have to hold it by yourself anymore. We show you how to be a friend. You know what I'm saying? We show you how to separate from this oppressor. You know? So this is my time. This is the Isupk. We start off in 1 West 125th Street under Commander Juliana. And since 1969, Blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians are God's chosen people according to the Bible. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. That's who we are. And we are being punished right now. For us to not be punished, we have to show brotherhood. We have to, we have to show sisterhood. And the only way that you can get that is by coming to the Isupk and be taught again according to this Bible. So right now, we have food drive, we have clothing drive, in August 28th, that's on a Sunday at Marcus Garvey Park, we're going to have a barbecue. We're going to have a barbecue for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We're going to have a barbecue. Come in, show brotherhood. We teach you about the brotherhood, teach you about the sisterhood, and so we can start getting our brain washed and wash all that gunk that we have, to put the guns down, to put the knives down, and just have brotherhood. That's that's what we could do. And that could be that could be the time when we put everything down and we can cease and not following behind our oppressor. Not following behind our oppressor. August 28th at Marcus Garvey Park in Harlem. We having a barbecue for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We having a safe place where Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians can come to and start healing. A safe place to give over the molestation, to get over all the trauma, the drug addiction, the alcoholism, and all of that. That's a safe place right now. August 28th at Marcus Garvey Park, our barbecue. Free barbecue. Come in and chop it up with the brothers and sisters and the children. Come, Yonkers. Just, just jump on the one bus or the two bus, catch the one train and go to Harlem. We've been doing that all day. That's what we've been doing. We've been doing that. We know how to get to Marcus Garvey Park. Come get the, come get that brainwash. Wash all that gunk and all that trauma. And not afflict yourself in your own counsel, because we can't do it no more. We can't do it by ourselves. We need, we need help. We need help. We need, we need to come back to the Lord's statute commandments and understand that we are God's chosen people and we're being punished. And that, that's my time. I'm Priest and Officer Paratazar out of Yonkers, New York. Shalom.
Most High Christ.